Okay, here we are on the stage of Iron Maiden's final concert with Bruce Dickinson, and as you can see, I'm joined by Bruce. How are you doing, Bruce? How are you feeling? You know, how's the morale of final show with Iron Maiden?
Well, I feel fine. You know, I mean, it's the last show, but it's a good way to go out, isn't it?
It's absolutely brilliant. There's a lot of surprises. We are going to give you a little hint of things to come, actually. So I guess the most important thing for this show is to have a lot of fans in the audience. I know there's about 650 people coming. How did you decide who could come to this show?
Well, it's like we've got a huge fan club. So there's a bunch of people coming from the fan club, and then there's a lot of contest winners from the States and from all around Europe. And really we just try to make sure that there's as many people who are just like completely 100% mega big time Maiden fans are going to be seeing the last show actually live, apart from all the zillions of people going to be watching on telly.
Okay. Also, I was kind of wanted to ask you, when you're playing in front of the TV cameras, you know it's going live to lots of countries around the world. Does that actually affect the way that you're going to perform, or do you just perform for the audience here?
No, the thing with Maiden is they've actually always been pretty uncomfortable about cameras and things. And I mean, I don't particularly have a problem myself, being a bit of a ham and all the rest of it, you know, more ham than Sainsbury's or whatever. But that's where it's laid out this way. So it's just our regular stage, and it's going to be a regular gig. And to make it easier for the guys, we're actually, when the people who are watching telly are going to be seeing like hideous like things happening and Simon's illusions and everything. Whilst that is happening on the TV, what we'll actually be doing here is we'll actually be continuing the concerts.
Right.
And we're recording all that stuff as well, and I think there's some sort of plan to maybe put out those extra songs or something in the form of a video and blah blah, but that's nothing to do with me, because I want to show the band, but I should be, you know, playing George Formby songs on the pier or something, you know. Joke. So it should be a regular gig.
Good.
Sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, could you kind of give us a little look round then, what's going on?
Start off at that end. This is let's see if I can show you my monitors, because there's belong in like the British Museum or something.
Because there's lots of kind of Iron Maiden memorabilia about as well. You've obviously kind of raided your warehouse of all the eddies and everything.
Yeah, this is you can't really see behind here. These things are this from here up to the top there and down the bottom, right the way across to here. Right.
Are your monitors?
That's vocal monitors. Same the other side.
That's a lot of vocal monitors.
Steve's wedges and everything down. That's actually Jan's wedge.
Can I just do this?
Yep.
There you go.
what you've got to do, what you've got to be able to do though, is take a flying leap.
Yeah.
And the trip is, hang on, I can say this now. My ones have got little things in, you see, so you take a huge leap like this, and you land on them, like that, stand up and whatever. And if you're really short, you can actually like zip across the top like that. Hang on.
Oh, easy.
Like, hop from one to the other, and you just hope that there's like nobody in the pit because you step on the leg. This is Davey's monitor. He just gets humongous amounts of guitar, so you don't want to stand anywhere within about 10 degrees of that, otherwise it just takes your head off.
Let's have a look over here, because here's one of the illusions of the...
This is Simon's throne. Simon's throne. Right. This is where Simon sits. Simon Drake, he's the illusionist. And there's all kinds of stuff happens on this. There are actually, look.
I was going to say, it brings to mind the Aerosmith album, Done with Mirrors.
Yeah, well, there's loads of stuff happens here, and to be honest with you, I don't want to go into it too much, but people have been like chucking up during rehearsals and things. It's been quite
gory.
Oh yes, it's been quite great. It really is very good. I mean, you can actually see this stuff when it's being filmed, and stand a few feet away and think, how the hell does he do that? You know.
Very, very convincing.
I know, of course, how one or two things are done, but not how all of them are done.
So should we go and look at this one over here as well? Because you actually come to a pretty sticky end, don't you?
I can't go into that. It's not the sort of thing that don't know, sort of thing you might find in a cabinet minister's bedroom, really.
No, we should also talk about Eddie as well, because he's coming on, and I believe that it's a real live Eddie, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got the whole sort of Eddie costume rigged up for a real human being this time, and he gets up to some shenanigans, and in fact, at the end of the whole show, Simon Drake comes to a very spiky end.
The emphasis on the word spiky there, I think.
Right, and I have something to do with that as well. And then something very nasty, I think, happens to me, which I'm not going to go into at the moment.
But as you said, it will be available hopefully on a home video, probably next year actually, I think the others were saying. What's your schedule after this with regards to your solo work?
I've got a bunch of guys coming over from LA. Actually, they're coming to see the show, and they're actually a band called Tribe of Gypsies.
Right.
And
you've been writing with them, haven't you?
Well, I've been writing with the guitarist Roy Z, and I said, well, if you're going to come and record the stuff, you might as well bring your drummer and bass player and everything. So bring them all over here. So we're going to be over here, basically getting all these like ex-LA gang members sloshed in the pubs, and it should be a good laugh.
Is there any idea when your album's going to come out?
Well, I'm going to have it finished by, Christmas, and I have about 30 songs to pick from.
Wow.
So there'll be a lot of songs, there's a lot of choice. I've sort of gone to extremes on it, just to see what happens. I've had the time and the space, so one or two of the extremes aren't going to make it onto the record. But it was good to do them in any case, just see what happens, try things out, so that's going to be coming out, and there's, life's very interesting at the moment. It's great. There's all kinds of things coming out of the woodwork, and different little projects and different little things. So I'm having a really enjoyable time.
Okay, well, thank you very much for taking time to talk to us and showing us around this amazing set. Hopefully you will get to see it either on the live concert or on a home video out next year. And of course, very best of luck to you, Bruce, with your solo project. And we're going to be seeing Bruce again probably next year. So good luck with that and with the concert. And we're going to go into a short break now. After that, we're going to stay out on the road because I'm going to be over in New York City to meet up with Morbid Angel. I'm sure they'd enjoy this kind of thing behind us.
They'd be well into it, I would imagine, yeah.
So stay tuned for that. Morbid Angel in New York City coming up after the break. I'll see you there.